What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So as you can tell from the title, I'm actually going to be doing a little video where I talk about my personal favorite and least favorite things about each app that I use. So we're going to be talking about DoorDash, Uber, and Grubhub. We're not going to be talking about like Postmates or Favor, any of those other ones, just because I am not using them right now. You watch a lot of my videos, you probably already know that, but if you're new, I only do DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber. So that's what we're gonna be looking at. I have my board here. I got notes and everything to go off of. I will say though that it was actually kind of hard to come up with good things about Uber, especially. I literally have a blank space. So I have things I'll say, but I don't know. We'll get into that. But I think we're gonna first start with DoorDash because I do think right now DoorDash is probably my favorite, but it just depends on the day, because not that long ago I was saying Uber was my favorite, and that has definitely changed, and I will explain that as we get into this video. So I'm gonna do like best first and then worst probably, and just go from there. So the first thing about DoorDash that I like is that it actually shows you the mileage. Not every app does that. Grubhub doesn't. We'll get into that. But I really like that DoorDash at least shows the mileage, because that would just suck if they didn't. Oh gosh, I would just hate that. So I'm very happy they at least do that on the app. So my next thing about the app that I like is that I actually just generally like the DoorDash app, like the look of it, the use of it, like it's just easy. I feel like it's pretty easy to get the hang of things. Like when I started DoorDash, I watched a couple people's videos and stuff, but like it was pretty easy to figure out on my own, I would say. So that's what I like about DoorDash. Like it's pretty easy to like set everything up, figure things out, start dashing, schedule a dash. Like it's just pretty easy. So I like that about DoorDash. So that's good. And then another thing I really like about DoorDash is their support. Hear me out. I don't like love this about DoorDash by any means. Like I've been pissed off by their support plenty of times, but I just love that you are able to chat with support and not have to call and deal with that and like have to answer questions, put your birth date and all that crap. It's annoying when you have to do that. So it's so easy to be able to just pull up the chat and like just chat with them to get something resolved. I just love that about DoorDash, and I hope they never take that away, because I do not want to have to call them and deal with it. And I feel like they're able to do a lot of things through the support. Like they can cancel orders for you, issue you a payment for whatever. Like they're just able to do pretty much everything, and all it takes is just typing. You don't even have to call. So that's what I really, really like about the DoorDash app. And those are the three main things that I really like about it. Now let's move on to the worst things about it. Number one thing, DoorDash hides pay. I do not like that. I don't like that they hide the pay on us. It's really annoying. And then another thing I don't like is the app glitches. So the app used to glitch like all the time, always on Fridays. It hasn't really happened anymore that I've noticed. So I think they're stepping up their game, but I still have times where the app won't send me the order, but it will act like it did. Like recently I had my text coming through extremely late and I wasn't being sent any notifications. And so I didn't understand why it said I was like missing these orders, because when I clicked on the app, there was nothing there. So that was pretty annoying. They have glitches every now and then, but I feel like it's not terrible anymore. It used to be, so it's okay. Like it's easy to deal with, but it's a negative thing with DoorDash. And then I also wrote this down as a negative, even though it's definitely not the worst on DoorDash, but I still get orders sent to me a little too early. I've had to wait way too long, and I've had to cancel orders after waiting for too long. And then, it's just annoying. So I don't like that sometimes you have to wait a long time. I do get it though. It's not always DoorDash's fault. Sometimes it really is the restaurant's fault, but I don't really know. I don't know. I just don't really like it about that. And to go with that, I do not like the whole completion rating thing. Like I get why they do that, but they need to make it where if you're waiting over a certain amount of time at a place, that you are not penalized for unassigning. That's my opinion. I've heard other people say that, and I 100% agree. Like there should be a time limit. After a certain amount of time, you can unassign without any sort of, mark on your completion rating, and that's stupid. So those are the best and worst things that I could come up with DoorDash. Leave it down below if you guys have any. So now we're gonna move on to Uber, and like I said, I want to start with best, but with Uber, I'm kind of at a loss. So I guess I would say for Uber, the best thing that I like about it is that, I don't really know for sure if this is even true, but I do notice on there that I get a few really good tips on there, but not like often. And I think that the way Uber is set up for the customer is a bit better than other apps, but don't quote me on that. I've just seen it. Like I saw someone post on Reddit the other day when it was raining, it said something like, your dasher is going through the rain to deliver your order, something, and like, make sure you tip well, or something like that. I don't think it was word for word like that, but something like that, which I loved. And so I will say that I feel like they are at least trying to get our tips up, maybe to compensate for the lack of money that they pay us. But I do like that they at least make an effort towards that, I guess. But that's like the only good thing I can think of Uber right now. Like, to be honest with you, I'm kind of mad at Uber. I don't know. I haven't really been getting a lot of Ubers. But then again, I feel like Uber is pretty known, but I still don't get like a crap ton of orders. So I don't really know. There's just not a lot of pros, in my opinion, on Uber. But, you know, that's just my opinion. So I don't know. You might love Uber. I'm not saying it's horrible. I still do it. I just don't have a lot of pros right now. So now let's move on to the worst parts about the app. My number one thing against Uber is probably that the tips can be removed. So I get it. Okay, I do. I understand if your service was bad, you want to take away your tip. But you have no idea. I have had a tip removed for things that are not my fault. I had a tip removed once when I had to contact the customer because they were out of something at Starbucks. I still remember. They were out of something. They took away my full tip. They still got their order. They just didn't have that one item out of like 6 items, yet they took away my full tip. So I don't really like that with Uber. I don't think that's fair to pop up a number and then get paid like a third of that number, however much it was. Like, that's just ridiculous. I don't know. I don't even see how that's legal really, but it's just frustrating. So I do not like that about it. I don't think they should be able to remove the tip. I feel like leave a minimum tip and know that you cannot get that back unless like your order was never delivered or whatever, and then realize you have the option, I guess, to add on. Charlotte, Dad's not home. What are you doing? He's not home, girl. I don't know what you're doing, but okay. Okay. And then to go along with that, I also don't really like waiting for the tip, because if you aren't an Uber driver, you probably don't know this, but the tips show up like after an hour. So you won't really know for sure how much you're getting paid until that hour is up. I mean, that to me is also ridiculous. Those kind of go hand in hand, but at the same time, I understand because some people want to like add to the tip, or maybe they didn't even leave a tip at first and then they wanted to or something, but I don't know. It's just stupid to me as a driver. So yeah, I don't know. And then this other one, I don't know. I think this is something like that's my problem, even though I think I've seen other people talk about it, but I don't really know how to do it on my phone. My Uber app like always interrupts my music, and I do not have that happen with any other app. Like when it makes the noise, it'll interrupt my music to the point I had to mute the sound. But then when I click on the Uber app, it still interrupts my music or video or whatever, not video, but music. And it's just really annoying. And I don't know how to fix it. So if any of you guys know how to do that, please let me know, because I don't even know. It's probably very simple in the settings. But I don't know how to do it, because it's like messes with my stuff and it's just frustrating. And then the volume sometimes on my YouTube video, if I was watching a YouTube video, goes very quiet until I like go back on the Uber app and then go back and it seems to fix itself. It's very weird. I don't know why it does that, but I wish they would fix it, because, you know, just a little annoying, just a little. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to the Grubhub part of this. I actually just went and did an order. I feel like my eyes look super red. Like, why do they look so red? I don't even, really weird. But okay, we're going to be moving on to the Grubhub one. Oh my goodness, we're saving the best for last. I'm kidding, by the way. Okay, so for Grubhub, for my favorite thing about Grubhub, I will say, I've said this plenty of times, I'm very happy that they show the full pay. I give Grubhub kudos for that. Keep doing that. Please don't change it, or you are literally on my shit list. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. I really like that they show the full pay, and that's literally about all I like about Grubhub. So now we're going to move on to the worst parts about Grubhub, and we got a few, so bear with me. There's a lot more on this list than the other ones, so here we go. Let me look. First thing, they do not show you the mileage. Why? Why don't they? I don't see how that's not even required. I don't know how far I'm having to go unless I literally put this in my GPS and figure it out myself. So that's ridiculous. They don't show the mileage. Ridiculous. Change your ways, Grubhub. Do better. The next thing that I don't like about Grubhub is that they send the orders so damn early. So early. I've said this a lot too, but you know, this is specifically the video for it. But they send them way too early. I have had plenty of times where I get orders and they tell me it's like 25, 30-minute wait. And I didn't even just get the order. Like, I got it like 10 minutes ago. So, yeah. And then, to go along with that, if you don't go to the restaurant and mark arrive, they will unassign the order from you, even if it won't be ready for another 30 minutes? Please tell me how that makes sense. Like, please tell me how that makes sense. They're only doing that so you're not going and working for any other company. They just want to waste your time, make you sit there and wait for that order. It's ridiculous. I only do Grubhubs if the orders are good. Like, I have a lot higher minimums on Grubhub because I know what I'm in for. And if I can, I will literally go to that restaurant, mark arrived, and leave if they tell me it's a long wait. And if it's a good order and I don't want to lose it, that's what I do. And it works fine. I've heard a lot of people say they do that. But it's just like, we should not have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, that should not be a thing. You guys, real fast, taking it back to Uber. Uber is awesome when it comes to having the orders ready. What am I even thinking? I can't believe I forgot that. Uber is awesome when it comes to having the orders ready. I barely ever have a wait there unless it's a couple specific restaurants that just take forever regardless. But yeah, kudos to Uber for that the orders are like ready. But Grubhub, please fix your crap. That's ridiculous. Okay, and now this I'm bringing up because I had to deal with it yesterday and it was so annoying. Support on Grubhub is just a joke, I think, like literally a joke. So there's a way you can chat with support on Grubhub if you're like on an order. You have to like click certain buttons. I mean, they make it too complicated. It's like a freaking maze to even message them. And most of the times you have to call. It's ridiculous. So their support just can like not do much. For example, I got an order yesterday, a really good order, popped up. And I go there and they told me that they do not have that order. And so I'm like, okay, I've had that happen a couple times now with Grubhub where they just refuse to make it because it's not on their tablet. So I go and I start trying to chat with Grubhub and it actually let me. I don't even know how, but it let me. So I was trying to chat on there with them and it took forever to even get this order canceled. They always ask more info and it's like, just call the restaurant or like do your own thing. Anyways, give them the info. Usually when this happens, I get like $1 payment, which also is ridiculous. They gave me a payment, you guys, of $0. Literally the payment on there said canceled order, $0. That's not even the worst part though. So then I figured, okay, I can just try to call them and deal with it. You cannot. They cannot do anything. They make you email the driver payment support or whatever. And guess how long it takes them to get back to you? 5 to 7 business days. So I'm waiting on a payment that I don't even know how much I'm going to get for. You're probably going to give me $1 when I deserve more. Like, are you kidding me? So it's a waste of time. Their support is trash. And yeah. It was just insane to me. I'd never had that happen where they did not even pay me $1. Like, they just gave me $0. It's like, why did I even do this? Like, this is ridiculous. So yeah, Grubhub really was on my shit list yesterday for that reason. And just everything I've mentioned, really. So yeah, can't believe I almost forgot that about Uber. I'm very glad that I didn't. So that's pretty much it. I am sure there are more positive and negative things about each and every one of these apps, but this is all I really came up with right now. Let me know down below what your favorite and least favorite are. And if you do like Postmates or Favor, whatever, you can leave those as well and I'll read them. Let me know. And also to the people that get mad at me for making videos when I'm annoyed, I don't really know what you want from me. You guys have no idea how many comments I get every now and then on like old videos too, where they're like, you complain too much, when the title of the video usually is pretty obvious that I'm gonna be mad. Like, I've had videos, like my favorite one, where it was literally titled something like, the reason why I quit Favor. I mean, obviously I'm gonna be talking bad about Favor in that. So, I mean, I don't know if these people that are leaving these comments are just like so bored that they feel like they need to leave a negative comment, or like if they're just, I mean, they're obviously not happy people themselves, so I don't really get why they're mad at me for talking crap about a huge corporation. It's really weird. I actually don't know. I'm wondering if it's like little DoorDash Tony agents, you know, running around trying to like be like, don't be mean about it. It's just weird. So yeah, to those people, I don't really know what the hell you want from me. I'd probably just suggest blocking me and never looking at my account again, probably, because this ain't changing. You're actually driving me to make more of these kinds of videos. So thanks for the video. I really appreciate it. But to the people that aren't like that, I appreciate you guys for reals. So thank you so much. I will see you guys all in my next video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy. Please subscribe if you want to see more DoorDash content from moi, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye. Wait another day to clear my thoughts, so jump into a love that won't be forgotten forever.